Hi there, sorry about the terrible lighting. I'm all Harvey Dent style, half a face. Basically I've got a head torch shining in my face just now, otherwise I'm just like a silhouette. I don't know how to fix it, so if any of you guys have any ideas, please let me know. Anyway, I'll Google it later on. But we're going to do an unboxing. This chap, it's a sleeping bag. The -15 long, extra large or extra broad, whatever, sleeping bag. So let's get it opened, and a couple other items as well. I think the sleeping bag's this end, so I don't want to use my knife to chop into that end. In case I rip right through it, that would be good, wouldn't it? Okay. First thing is this chap, and what this is, because it's a hoodless sleeping bag, I've got the like head guy. This. It's got a wee tab at the back, a tab at the front, and a drawer closure here. Actually fits quite well. I'd been on YouTube and I'd seen a guy reviewing it before, and he said like it came up across his mouth too much and it was annoying, but this actually fits really well. Yeah, that's a good fit actually, and you can cinch it in. Yeah, no worries there, so that's good. Where is it? Okay, what's next? This. So a sticker. Oh, I got some little is that what I ordered? Little toggles anyway. Zpacks fleece beanie. Yeah, that's a good fit as well. I got some possum down gloves. Now possum down, they're not made by Zpacks, they're just a supplier. But is it New Zealand? Yeah, New Zealand possums are an invasive species and wreck the shop. Basically there's an overpopulation problem, so they have to be managed. So as part of that, if they're being managed in that way, then why not use them in a good way? Yeah, they're good. That's a good size as well. I also find thumbs to be slightly long. I must have an unusually short thumb. But yeah, not too much. Yeah, that's good. They fit well. Not too baggy. I hate baggy gloves. Again, Zpacks bags, they're actually quite tough. They're brilliant for storing stuff. I'm going to look like a douchebag with this lighting. Sorry about this. Bushman's Friend possum down socks. Fine merino and pure possum down fur. So these are going to be my sleeping socks, and these will go inside my down boots that I have from Zpacks as well. This is for winter camping. Oh, they're thick. They're really thick, and they've got that sort of woolly texture inside. Yeah, it's like a thick sole, a thick padded bottom, and then the woolly top, so the sole's thicker, so they'll be really good for my sleep system in the winter. I've got my sleeping bag. Now, as you can see, it's big. That's the nature of the beast. It's for winter camping, so it's going to be in cold temperatures, so there's a lot of down. This is probably the fact that it's the long and the wide version, and the coldest possible option is going to be the heftiest of them all. So yeah, that's a lot. Considering it's like ultra light stuff, that's a lot. That's just like actual down. So that's going to be warm. As you can see, as you can imagine though, that's going to take up like a large amount of your rucksack. But that's what happens in winter. Carry more volume. It smells good. And that's a little tab for hanging up to store it or to dry it. It's really thick. It's really thick. It's got the tab for locking and unlocking it, so that it doesn't pull on the zipper. And the zipper's actually really heavy duty on it. In the zippers, it's got an outside zipper and an inside zipper. That zipper's a lot more heavy duty than what you get in other stuff, so that's good. It actually feels quite tough. It's it's well made, and it's like really, for it being a lightweight sleeping bag, it feels quite solid. You know, like this, like there's the zipper, and then it's got this ribbon inside to stop it snagging on the material. Then it's because this is a full length zip. The zip comes right down to the foot box here, so I can use it as a quilt as well when it's not quite as cold. So I've got different options. But yeah, it's got this ribbon that protects the baffle on the full length zip one. It's got a baffle on it. Actually feels warm just even sitting on my leg. So let's see. Size wise, I'll take my boots off. Now I'm about 6'2", and not a wee guy. This is basically the longest and widest sleeping bag you can get from Zpacks, and I've seen people moaning, well, not moaning, I've seen people commenting about the foot box. They find the foot box kind of narrow in some Zpacks sleeping bags. Remember, in the winter you're not going to be, because it's the quilt, you can open it out, and in the winter you're not going to be, that's not narrow at all. That's totally fine. Don't know if you can see that, it's totally fine. So Zpacks say recommend sleeping with a zip under you if the sleeping bag doesn't have a baffle, whereas this one does, so for convenience I can have it up on top of me or to the side. I'm actually glad I ordered this size. Like I said, I'm about 6'2", about 14.5 stone, and I've got a really big chest, really big rib cage. So if I wiggle right down into it, this is as high as it comes, just to my ears, and they say it should be about shoulder height. Now there's a little puller somewhere, I can feel it, it's behind us, so you can cinch it in, this guy, so you can cinch this in around your ears basically, and with the hood you're all set to go. Width wise, if I stand up and put my arms down by my side, the sleeping bag is not tight, close, because you don't want it too big, because then there's lots of dead air space to fill. You don't want it too tight, you can't move about, and it would compact it down. It would, you know, make the material taut and compact it down so you wouldn't get the loft to insulate you. So I'm really glad. I was thinking about not getting the wide version, so I'm really glad I did get this. So as for the sleeping bag, if you're about 6'1", 6'2", if you're about 14.5 stone, if like me you have a large rib cage, like 50-inch chest, then you'd want to get the long and broad version of this. You've seen how it fitted. It's actually a really good fit. I'm lucky, like, because I live in the UK, I'm ordering stuff from Zpacks all the way from America. I've got import duties to fees to pay. So it's a bit of a gamble, you know, like when you can't go and try stuff on, like with any internet ordering. And everything if you check out one of my other videos about my unboxing of the Arc zip that I got, for all that I'm tall and I've got a big rib cage, I'm all legs and arms. My actual torso length is quite short, so I had to order the short back length, which is sort of, you'd think is kind of a little bit counterintuitive. You'd think being a taller guy I would need the long, but or even medium, but it's the short back length I needed. And Zpacks have got a good sizing video on their website, so you can go and they show you how to measure from the top of your hips to the nape of your neck to get the right back length. And everything I've ordered, do you know what, I actually see that hood, how well it fits, the sleeping bag, how it comes up around here, so I can cinch it down around here, then the hood with the face, the length and how it fits, it actually feels like custom made stuff. I'm sure you could make a mess of it and get the wrong size and it wouldn't feel so custom. Maybe I've been lucky, like even the fleece hat fits really well, and the stuff that's not made by Zpacks, I must have a short thumb, but I find that in all gloves. So yeah, it's actually, to me, Zpacks stuff, the order, it feels like well, I guess it's made to order. It really does seem like custom fit stuff. I'm really pleased with Zpacks. It's like they don't have crazy long order times. I've ordered it for winter camping. I've ordered a Mountain Laurel Designs, an MLD dual mid, and that lead time just now is about 9 weeks, whereas Zpacks stuff this. Zpacks, I think it said about 5 weeks for this, and it was less than that. It was maybe 4 weeks. So that's like less than half the time. It's all made stuff. I don't mind waiting for things that like this, you know. But Zpacks just strike me as like next level cottage industry stuff. They've really got their stuff together, I think. Basically, I've not bought one thing from Zpacks that I've been like even mildly disappointed with. Not even disappointed with. I've not bought one thing from Zpacks that I've questioned, like, oh, I don't know about that. they're really on point with all this stuff. The carbon fibre stuff sack for the sleeping bag as well. It's waterproof. It's a roll top waterproof carbon fibre bag, thick. And when I took it out, I don't think it compacts it. You know how like it's a pain in the body when you've got stuff that you take it out. You ever had a tent where you've taken out and it's a struggle to fit it back in? You're like, why didn't I remember exactly how that rolled up to get it back in? I don't find that to be the case, so let's test that. And because it's a roll top, you'll be able to compress it as much as you want. But see that, by the way, that is that's a lot of down in that. It's jam-packed with down. I love Zpacks stuff. I don't say that lightly. Like I could make reviews of other things that I've got that I'm not, like my Solomon boots, 4D hiking boots. You know, I could comment on them, and you know they're by no means perfect. They're too narrow. The moulding, the sort of like thing that the punt that's meant to be good about it, this like moulded chassis, sometimes that's manufactured and it's actually off, it's squinty, because I tried a few in the shop and not every single one fitted the same. So I'm not bumming Zpacks up just because I love bumming companies up and everything I've got is brilliant. There's a lot of stuff that I have that, you know, it's got little things that I'm not quite happy about, but genuinely every single thing I've had from Zpacks has been bang on. The fact that you can email them, ask them questions, they've got the videos on YouTube to watch regarding if it comes down to sizing or anything like that. And because I said this about my Arc Zip Zpacks stuff, when it comes, it exudes quality and experience and refinement over time. That, you know, you can tell that there's thought, there's been refinement, there's been a process went into this, and it's really fit for the specific purpose that it's designed for. That's why I've got the MLD dual mid, because that's going to be my winter camping tent. I've got the duplex, Zpacks duplex, which is totally awesome. See, for the weight, the pack size and the size when it's erected, the space you have in it, plus it's got the integrated bug net, and there's nothing comes close to that, I don't think. I love my duplex, totally love it. But with those big flat panel sides, I also bought recently the flex kit for it, so it's like the external frame for it, so it's freestanding, and I thought that might handle wind loads and snow. But the duplex isn't designed for that. It's not designed for heavy duty winter use in Scotland, whereas the MLD dual mid, being a pyramid design, is proven in that environment. So I decided to get that. So let's see, I've put the sleeping bag in. I'm going to just jam the hood in. I'll jam my gloves in, and I'll jam my socks in. So basically all my sleeping stuff into the same stuff sack. Yeah, it all fits in there. I might even be able to get my sleeping clothes in here as well. My winter sleeping clothes. It's like my, this is a carbon fibre bag that comes with it, Zpacks make. Stuff sacks, which I've found to be great, by the way. When they come, they're all shiny and like plasticky feeling, but after a while I've got like a little this is my not jobby bag, what do you call it? They call it a ditty bag. You don't say that in Scotland, ditty bag. I don't even know what ditty means. It seems to be like an odds and end bag. So this is my Zpacks odds and end jobby bag, and it's the same as this, but like after a while it loses its shine and it loses that sort of smooth feeling, that plastic feeling, and it feels more like a fibre, it feels like a fabric, and it's still as tough as anything. So I really like, and it's good wee quality buckles. I find that with Zpacks stuff as well, like all the buckles and attachments for all that they're ultra light, they're good quality. I've never had anything from Zpacks where it's like, that zip's cheap, that's crap, or whatever. It's always, basically, you get what you pay for with Zpacks. You know, you pay the little bit extra. For me, with import fees, it's more expensive. I don't think if you look at it, it's like that much more if you live in the States compared to some other high-end like rucksacks or tents. Zpacks stuff isn't really that much more. But I think for the specific use and design and how well it's made, I think it's worth paying that extra. I really do. That's why I have made multiple orders from Zpacks, imported it into the UK, because I'm prepared to pay that for real quality gear. And that's exactly what Zpacks stuff is. So I'm not as drunk as the last review, the last unboxing I done. That was a Friday night. I was tired and I was pretty boozed up. You can see that on my channel. I'm more subdued tonight. But yeah, I'm really pleased. Really pleased. Zpacks stuff is awesome. I'll be putting this to the test. This is my winter sleeping bag. I'm getting geared up for winter in Scotland. This is October, and I'm going to be going out camping through the entire winter season here. So this is me gearing up for that, and you can't argue with that. That is basically all that weight. It's not unnecessary weight, just enough with durability to house the most important thing, which is the down. And Zpacks, it's quality down. So all that is down, basically. Yeah, by the way, the sleeping bag went into this stuff sack no problem, and I could just push the air out and roll it up a wee bit, and I didn't even have to try very hard. Thank you, Zpacks, for making such awesome stuff. My duplex, I've slept in it over 30 nights now this season in Scotland, and it's been amazing. My Arc Zip, I've not had out, but the quality, if you watch the unboxing video of that, it's second to none. People get brand loyal, don't they? It's like boots. Have you ever, like boots, you can spend like 150 quid on a pair of boots, and you walk about in the shop, they feel fine, you go out on the trail, you get them all muddy, worn, and then they rub, or they're no use. They're basically useless, and you have to get another pair. That's why people get brand loyalty, because when you find something that works for you, you tend to you're loyal to that brand. You know it works. They're then the go-to company, because you know the sizing and the quality, and you know it works for you. Now, I'm not saying like Zpacks will work for everybody, but if you're in the UK, like, don't be put off by import duties and fees and VAT, because we pay that on everything anyway. Anything you buy out the shops here has that in it. So if you look at the high-end tents here, that's already got the VAT in. So don't think that because it's like maybe slightly more expensive, it's a better product. It's just got the VAT on it. I'm not joking. I'm so glad I went with my first order with Zpacks was the duplex, and I've loved it ever since. And now I have a box here, and this is for winter camping. It's something else for winter. Now, my Arc Zip, I wouldn't carry this with my Arc Zip. I'd take another rucksack. If you want to see what this is, check out the next video. Cheers.